Hey guys, today we're going to learn about your elementary aged English learners. So the first thing that you really need to remember about your elementary English learners is that they are normal students. They're kids. They want to have fun, they want to interact with their peers, and for students we know that they learn in three different ways. The first is your visual learners. You can write something on the board, you can show them pictures, you can bring in videos, and they learn by seeing. The second type of student is your auditory learners. They learn by talking. They learn through songs, through dialogues, through conversations. And finally, we have your kinesthetic learners. These learners learn by doing. So, for example, in a math class, they aren't going to learn by just seeing you do the problem on the board. They have to do the problem themselves for them to really understand it. So these three different ways of learning, you need to incorporate these into all your lessons, especially when it comes to English learners, because they don't speak that first language, they don't speak English, so they need to learn visually, auditorily, and kinesthetically. Maureen McLaughlin suggests that you use theme-based lessons, especially for elementary age students. What that means is you pick a topic. For me, I picked fairy tales, but you can do modes of transportation, movies, music, under the sea, animals, farm animals, whatever you want. But choosing a theme for your English learner will help them stay focused and not get so lost in all of the new vocabulary. So for this specific lesson, under the theme of fairy tales, I decided to use Goldilocks. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. The first thing that you could do is to read the book. You could read it aloud to your students and then put it in the classroom for them to later go on and read it by themselves. They can look at the pictures, they can read the words. For your English learner, you could also have them take it home to their families. And that way they can read it by themselves, they won't have any peer pressure or feel embarrassed for not knowing anything. Then they can really get in and explore the text by themselves. You can also look on YouTube for different songs or movies or even activities for you to use in your classroom. Use the internet to find lots of different activities. So with the book and with YouTube or a song, there you have your visual and your auditory learners. Now how about your kinesthetic learners? For this, you really need to be creative. So what I did is I brought from my house several objects. First we have Goldilocks. We have the Papa Bear, the Daddy Bear, the Mommy Bear, and the Baby Bear. And you can retell the story using props. You can have the students use the props to tell the story to you. If your English learner is not that advanced in their English, you can ask them questions. Going back to Maureen McLaughlin, she says that asking questions is one of the most beneficial things for your English learners. You can ask them simple yes or no questions. Is this the daddy bear? Yes or no. You can ask more complicated questions. Is Goldilocks a boy or a girl? You can say, who is the mommy bear? And you can do this in a group setting so your English learner doesn't feel so left out, and you ask questions based on the student's difficulty levels. So these are a few suggestions for you to use in your elementary classrooms with English learner. Don't forget that your English learner are normal students and they learn kinesthetically, visually, and auditorily. Use themes to base your lessons on so your English learner doesn't get so lost. Be creative and remember to incorporate all modes of learning into each lesson, and take your time with your English learner. Don't push them, don't pressure them, let them learn at their own pace, and they're sure to thrive in your classroom. Thank you for watching.